Night after night, I've been waiting to love again. Day after day, night after night. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, Definity, DEVVE DACAT SHIRO update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. We got a little bit to go over here today. Massive confusion on OMI to gems. People are going absolutely crazy because of a rumor, lying, misinformation on certain parties that are known for spreading rumors, lying, and misinformation. But I digress. You could tell a lot about people by who they follow. Just throwing that out there. Anyway, there is what. Partially because of that, I think the OMI token is up because there's been some OMI to gem really great things that have been coming out, and that's part of the reason why you had a little bit of a pump today, but not the whole reason. Remember when I had said a few days ago, I made a post on X like, hey, anyone looking to, we're looking to buy 1 billion OMI, that soon raised to 1.2 to 1.5 to 2 billion OMI, and nobody would sell. Well, because nobody would sell, everyone started buying over on the open markets and, kind of pumped everything, which is fine. We didn't necessarily want to have no volume on the exchanges, but all of them on the exchanges. We were up, I think, 28% at one point today, just from a couple of people. And we did go back down. We're actually up only 14% on the day, like only, right? We did go up to 00016 earlier today, and then 1556 again. So we had a couple of those spikes up there. Did come down again. We were down to 1-1 yesterday because today is the 7th. Today's the 7th, so it was 1-1 yesterday. We were down to 109 2 days ago. Yeah, that was on the 4th and on the 5th. And we had originally gone up to 1.6, went back down to 1.3, back up to 1.55, and now we're at 1.48, give or take. 216 in volume, but that's just on base. So if you take a look at coin market cap, you can see the volume's up 56% on the day to almost $4 million market cap. It's great. Oh yeah, it's a big protein shake. I love this. Love it. With this protein shake, I don't know how to fit these. I have not had a lot of calories today. 1,350 calories. This one's going to be like 250, and that is not a lot. That's only 1,600 calories. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the misinformation that was spread. I don't even know where I can find this here because it's probably buried in messages. OMI is my homie, 100%. Okay, I should have probably tried to prepare for this a little bit better, but unfortunately I did not, which is fine. It's fine. I can find it pretty quickly here. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I have zero idea where I can find it. Long story short, I'll just go to the photo here. I think Foster actually posted it as well. Also, X has been bugging. Also, be advised, my friend Jin, who is the spokesperson for Star Dogs, Jin token _V4, she has been hacked. Originally just a great person, but she is starting to message a bunch of whales saying like, hey, I'm in a meeting right now with a bunch of whales. Can you join? And yeah, and then she'll go and the account will send you this like phishing link. So don't ever do that. Change passwords often. Should probably do it once a month. I know it's annoying, but generally it's good practice. And yeah, that's it. And do that for everything. It's the same way like cleaning weapons. If you clean your weapon after each use, it lasts you a long time. If you don't leave them too long, it's too late. It's the same thing with passwords. If you keep the same password for I don't know, like a year. I know some people that a lot of people's accounts are like not really worth that much, and it's like, okay, yeah, whatever, that's fine. But when you start having a little bit of influence, now Jin's account, she only has 3,000 followers, but it's a circle that she runs in where she's just very influential and she talks to a lot of big whales. And yeah, so I was contacted. A lot of other people were contacted. I don't think anyone got scammed, but also Comics and Crypto got that the other day as well. They got hacked, and they still have like the Twitter team has been like down, man. They still like Comics and Crypto still haven't heard back. So it's rough out there, folks. I tend to not try to DM anyway. If I DM you and say, hey, join this meeting, no, I didn't. Like I did not. I promise. If we've never talked and I say like, hey, I'm in a meeting with a bunch of whales, click this link. Don't like StreamYard is one thing, like for podcasts, sure. But if it's some weird thing like Lumilia or Lumina, I mean, honestly, in general, if my account is ever messaging you, tag me on X first, but hey, anyone else have this, or try to reach out to me on Telegram or Instagram, like wherever, and just be like, hey, I just got a message from you. Is this legit? And I'll say yes or no. Because yeah, it'd be crazy out there, folks. Anyway, going to Foster here. Foster has posted this photo, which was originally posted by the young Australian dude that hates VeVe. That he's like, oh my god, look what I found. It's 5,000. Was it? I want to buy 5,000 gems, and to do that, one gem is $7,759. But there's a 10% fee. Oh God, what is this 10% fee? And guess what? And a bunch of people, again, that follow this known liar is always like, yeah, VeVe's always trying to nickel and dime people. Yeah, they're always a scam, slow rug pull. So again, like look at who you're following, like, and then take a look in the mirror and be like, okay, does this make me a better or worse person? And that's for y'all to decide. Anyway, to go out and correct this miscarriage of truth, Foster Hilt says, hey fam, as we approach the rollout of OMI to Gem on November 19th, I know many of you have questions about the mechanics, including how it will work, whether there are fees, and as always, how much OMI will be burnt. While we have been releasing an article covering all of this in detail, it appears that a screenshot was leaked with zero context, which has led to some misinformation about a fee that I think is important to clear up. First and foremost, there is no fee paid by the user for utilizing OMI to Gem. If a user spends $100 worth of OMI to buy 100 gems, they will receive 100 gems. You do not pay $110 worth of OMI to buy 100 gems, nor do you receive 90 gems for spending $100 worth of OMI. A section labeled as a fee is a combination of OMI burn and tokens to be held by Stacker for business operations. So breaking that down, it seems that Stacker is taking a little bit of a fee from VeVe, like nothing from the healthy consumer. It seems that for doing this, for doing these type of operations, where VeVe doesn't have to handle any of it, it's just like, and this makes sense. Like, well, why'd they pay 10%? Well, guess what? As of right now, if you buy gems on the app, 30% of that goes to Google and Apple, which is like the biggest shit show ever. Like I don't know how they got away with that for so long. Heck those companies for trying to do that, because that is importantly wrong on so many levels. And it's why a lot of companies really like kind of went under. VeVe didn't though, because they're the best. Anyway, but if you're going to buy, like, VeVe Comics is its own website, and you can only pay with credit card. You can't buy it on the app. Why? Because this way VeVe gets 100% of that money. Obviously, I have to split it with the licensor, but no fee to Apple or Google. And the same thing here. Now that they're going to have an extra 30% to play with, because again, their margins were literally cut by 30% because of Google and Apple, which is freaking ridiculous. Heck, those companies. Anyway, now that they don't have that, they have an extra 30% to play with. So 10% going to Stacker for business operations makes 100% sense. They have, and again, obviously some of that is going to be the OMI burn as well. So maybe out of that 10%, 20% of that, or 2%, maybe that goes to OMI and 8% goes to Stacker, like whatever it is. Again, I'm very bullish on this. Outside of that 10%, they have another 20% the margins are gonna go crazy on this. And I love it. Continuing on, Foster says, we look forward to providing more information as we get closer to the rollout of this next utility for the OMI token, and we welcome your questions and feedback once the information is released so that we can continue to provide utilities and features for the tokens that power where the world collects. 12 days and counting. Oh, I can't wait. Speaking of which, 1, 2, 3, 4. In 5 days, I'll be in Arizona. So if you're going to be there in Arizona, let me know. Actually, there's I think Arizona Peeps thing in, or there was, I don't know if I'm there anymore. Or if I was, I haven't seen it in a while. Yeah, I could have sworn there were some Arizona Peeps in what do you call it? On Twitter, but there might not be anymore. Or if it is, that just hasn't been active in like forever. In which case, oh, there is. I'll be in AZ on Wednesday if anyone wants to meet up. Give me 1 sec to make sure that there is a lad in here that I was going to say hey to. Oh, yeah. Meow. I'll be in AZ on Wednesday. Come hang out with everybody. Sorry, guys. You're sitting here while I'm... Okay, moving on. Oh, no, I X'd out of Foster's thing. Oh, I guess I didn't need it because that was the end of it. So that's what it is. He didn't say exactly when the article will come out. I'm going to guess within the next 2 weeks. Probably now within the next couple of days, I'd want to get that out. So I'm incredibly happy to see this collaboration. Everyone's happy to see Elmon X and VeVe collaborate. They're going to have a decon thing soon, which I think we should go over. Let's go to VeVe and go to their decon stuff because it's cool. Also, we have a bunch of new users as well, which is really incredible. We get, God, there's so many new users. There's like almost a couple hundred every week. All right. I'm going to read the VeVe blog about decon. All right. I'm going to reject all. Heck them cookies. Sorry, VeVe. This is stupid. It won't let me read the article. VeVe, why are you like this? Like every word on the right is like cut off. And I don't know why. Okay, there we go. That's much better. VeVe Digital Collectibles dropping over Decon Vegas weekend. So we have Metaverse Life has his own NFT that's coming out. Which it's called Collectors at Heart Record. That's amazing. The VeVe docu-series of the same name, where Metaverse Life traveled the globe to meet collectors across cultures and communities. That was heckin' amazing. That was awesome. And that's coming out 14 November. So that's Friday of Decon. Everyone should get their purses ready. What's up, Croner? How's it going, fam? Hope you're doing well. Kuma, my man, saying what up? What up, fam? Silver. Next, we have a Nick Walker nozzle eye. It looks like a Star Wars bot thing. That's wild. Nozzle eye or nozzle eye prism. You will also receive a physical A2 print signed by Nick Walker, designed specifically for this release. Only 30 silver sign prints and 1 prism print, which is 1 of 1, exists globally. That's really cool. Then you have a Heroes Be Damned from 247 Comics. I really like them. And you have Scott Tolson, Vincent, just another like Vincent from Decon thing. There's people that collect those. Then you have Sket1 with his ghost. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty cool. I like these ghost things. Then you have Tara McPherson with a bunny rider. That looks really cute. Patrick Hughes, Series 3. A lot of his stuff goes for big, big money over on the physical side. So having him on the digital side is really cool. Then we have Nina Palomba. I think we've had Nina before. A little heart stuff. I think Jason Naylor has those heart as well. Sket1 with his dripple. That looks cool. We have Nownish friends, and be advised, I am going to be giving away some of these Nownish goggles, or one of these Nownish goggles when we're there. In 6 days. Oh my God, I can't wait, guys. I can't wait. Now, granted, the official Decon, well, the VIP night starts on Friday. The VV party's on Friday, but then the actual con is not until Saturday, Sunday. It's a 5-year anniversary. I'm very happy to be able to celebrate it with you all. Hopefully more people start coming. We'll see. Any reason why they pumped? God, who is this? Government might reopen soon. I don't know when the government's supposed to reopen. Rumor is that it should be in the next couple of days, at the very least before next week. I'm going to say next week, because they want to break before Thanksgiving, or they want to reopen before Thanksgiving and before everyone goes on holiday break, because Congress doesn't seem to want to freaking work ever. But you know, that's just me. Anyway, where was I? Hacked. Moving on. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. Free nouns. Join us on December Decon. I don't know what the dress is going to be like. I would hope they would have it similar to Mr. MC1's gold logo parties, where it's like, hey, let's go in and have a let's go in and have like a high-end party. That would be awesome. I feel like it's probably not going to be that, but that's what I would like it to be. I might wear what's his name's jacket that I bought, Phil D. Nice's jacket for 1 million OMI. That is 1 million OMI, which right now is worth nothing, but it was nice that I was able to buy a piece of article of clothing for 1 million OMI. I thought that was great. Anyway, let's move on. Let's do. We did the OMI token already, which is at 000144, up 14%. Let's do DEVVE, because that was also up a lot today. So DEVVE has been up 6.5% to 39 cents. This is a big increase from where, like, it was down to 25 cents the other day. So let me go and take a look at just the last week to see where we're at. Actually, it's only up 8% on the week, but again, it doesn't show it here, but it was down to 25 cents. It did wick down there, and it touched 40 cents a couple of times today. Again, the bottom probably, and also we have a bunch of news with DEVVE that I'll be able to go in and give you the sauce here. Let's go to the DEVVE X account, and then we'll see the announcement. I'll read it word for word, and then we'll go over into the article. Big news for DEVVE. So you have DevStream, which is listed on the NASDAQ, has now formally committed to purchasing multi-million-dollar tranches of the DEVVE tokens starting this year. $1 million in 2025, 1.27 million in 2026, and another 1.27 million in 2027. Plus 25% bonus in token warrants. Those warrant tokens will be locked for 6 months, showing long-term alignment. And what are they doing this for? Well, DevStream is kind of like a sister company to DEVVE, which is fine. So it would make sense that they would want the token. These tokens, I believe, are going to come out of the forever supply. So it does technically get added to circulating supply, but they're not going to sell, at least not anytime soon. They don't need to. This is going in their treasury. So I really like the fact that they're going in and saying, getting on the balance sheet of an institution that is on NASDAQ. I was like, that's really cool. Shows a lot of commitment. And also, if they were to buy it from the markets, like, okay, that might pump the bags a little bit, some buy pressure. But the the dev company doesn't really get anything from that. They don't go on and say like, yeah, huzzah, like it doesn't give them any money. By doing it this way, and they sell some of their own tokens, they get to go on and say, oh, okay, yeah, we get to make $1 million, which is awesome. That can help hire more people so they could do the stuff that they're doing, but just at a more efficient pace. And when they do that, they'll be able to go in and say, oh, okay, we can now hit our goals for Q4 and hopefully get all that in there. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, guys. They had more. I don't know why Twitter's acting up today. Additionally agreed, cooperate on technical integration, joint marketing, ESG impact tool co-development, joint working group established within 30 days of this announcement. This is a strong vote of confidence in the dev ecosystem and strengthens the project's long-term financial outlook. Debbie says, this is the last post. Do not click on any links. Stay safe, everybody. Stay safe. But we have a actual article here. It says it takes 7 minutes to read. Oh, shit. I don't know why this is doing that. Oh, is that this is a horribly... Yeah, so I don't understand, like half the page is like still available, but it like goes up to like that's stupid. All right, anyway. DEVVE is excited to announce that DevStream has officially filed with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, confirming a long-term financial commitment to the DEVVE token. This marks a significant milestone for our ecosystem, underscoring both the credibility of the DEVVE project and the strength of our partnership with a publicly traded NASDAQ-listed company. There's a vote of confidence in DEVVE. The decision by DevStream added to DEVVE tokens to its balance sheet represents a powerful signal of confidence in both DEVVE as a company and the DEVVE token as a digital asset. Having a NASDAQ-listed organization hold DEVVE tokens as part of its treasury demonstrates real-world validation and financial recognition of the token's utility, integrity, and long-term value proposition. This alignment with a regulated public entity strengthens DEVVE's standing in the broader market, positioning us as a leader in blockchain-enabled ESG solutions. Tony Trin, the CEO of DevStream, says, we see blockchain not as a speculative bet, but as the next structural foundation of global commerce. By integrating digital transparency to the way we sustainably assets are tracked and traded, we aim to be one of the first to build the tools investors and corporations will rely on as carbon markets mature. DEVVE is expected to become one of the major components of that vision and is part of a broader strategy to make a third-party verified environmental credits both measurable and investable. Ray Quintana, CEO at Forever Association, added, DevStream's commitment to purchase DEVVE tokens at the current market rate signals a close relationship to the DEVVE building with its institutional partners. We'll work closely with the DevStream over the coming months to deliver all aspects of this investment, enriching the DEVVE ecosystem and network, not just financially, but also by opening new opportunities for DEVVE's advanced on-chain infrastructure. As a NASDAQ-listed company, we welcome DevStream's recognition of DEVVE as a strategic asset to add to their treasury. The announcement comes just weeks after DEVVE launched their official DEVVE network as a next-generation Layer 1 chain, which is now open to public builders. I went over the purchase commitments. Also, the OTC purchase will be based on the 10-day VWAP price at time of purchase. In addition, DevStream will receive warrants for additional 25% of tokens with each purchase, which will be locked for 6 months, further reinforcing long-term alignment and the shared growth objectives, the strategic strength and long-term runway. The incoming funds from this agreement are being strategically allocated to extend DEVVE's operational runway, enabling us to further invest in a product development, technical integration, and ecosystem expansion. This added financial strength ensures that we can continue executing our roadmap confidently and sustainably, providing our stability and reassurance for all token holders. By bolstering our financial foundation, we are ensuring that DEVVE remains well-positioned to deliver lasting value, scale, impact, and maintain momentum through multiple years of growth. Now, there's a deepening collaboration as well. Beyond the financial investment, both parties are committed to close collaboration across several key areas, including technical integration, joint marketing initiatives, ESG impact tool co-development, and governance participation through a newly established joint working group to be formed within 30 days of the announcement. This new framework replaces prior partnership agreements, offering a cleaner, stronger, and more aligned structure that fully supports the long-term success of both organizations. In summary, this transaction is more than just a purchase. It's a validation of DEVVE's mission, technology, and future. The addition of the DEVVE tokens to the balance sheet of NASDAQ-listed company marks a pivotal moment for our ecosystem and provides a strong foundational for the years ahead. VeVe Viral just say, Yeah. Be advised, we're not going to be able to sell our gems for OMI. That's just not going to happen. For anyone that wants to know why, is because it's just not. It can only work one way. Not 100% sure why. Anyway, if y'all can smash that like button, that'd be a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways of Patreon, super thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Eat my heart. Eat my heart. All right, so we did the DEVVE, we did the OMI. Let's go and do DACAT, because I love DACAT. Whenever we're meant to be together, I'll be here and you'll be there. All right, DACAT is up 6.5% on the day to $1.6 million market cap, $414,000 in liquidity, $53 in volume. That's not a lot. That is not a lot at all. But it's something that we will. I would rather $50 in buys and $50 in sells, so I'll take that. Chavez, it's only $50 in volume. How is it up 6%? We're attached to ETH. As ETH goes up, so do we, which is, I think, pretty good. What's up, VeVe's? How's it going, fam? Bitcoin today is up 1%. We were at 103. We're at 102 right now. 102.9. Ethereum's up 3.5%. XRP's up 4%. BNB's up 3.5%. Solana's up 3.5%. Lido Staked up 3.5%. Tron up 9%. I'm sorry, Tron up 3%. Dogecoin up 10%. Buddy of mine's got like a Dogecoin long that he's gonna go and probably make some money on, because hopefully we bottomed. Oh god, hiccups. I have been cutting weight for a couple of, and I wanted to see what I weighed this morning, but as soon as I go into the place where I don't know how old dudes just walk around naked all the time. Like, bro, my eyes. Like, dude. I think it's just something that guys develop after the age of like 69, where they're just like, I'm gonna walk out with my peen out everywhere, and I'm gonna force everyone to look at it. Like, why? Why do old people do that? Why do old guys just walk around naked in the locker room? That is horrible. That is horrible. Like, Jesus, man. Bill Gardner saying, what up? How's it going, fam? Bill, how do we combat like a bunch of these old guys that are at the gym that, like, I don't care, like, go use a machine that I want to use. Cool, I'll wait. I don't mind. You're old, you probably served in the military, you probably, and you know what? God bless you. But every single old guy there does nothing but immediately disrobe, and they don't even have the common courtesy to put a towel around their waist. They carry the towel. It's not like they don't have a towel. They have a towel that they carry on their arm while their shriveled up schlong is dangling. And that is, I don't know why. I don't know why they do that. Anyway, there was a line of like 3 naked men, like, ready to weigh themselves. Like, I don't need to weigh myself today. That is not what I want to do at this time. So I did not. Anyway, and I know, like, well, Charles, you'll be old one day too. One day, according to Sparky, I'm already freaking old. But I would never do that. So an old guy reading a newspaper at the YMCA locker room with his sack hanging off the chairs. Like, I know, bro. Like they have to know what they're doing, right? They have to, like, the old men just get their sick jollies by being naked and purposely, like, hanging it out there. I hope I never get like that. And if that means I die at 65 before I get, old, then you know what? Fine. I'll take another 30 years. That's fine. I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised I lived this long. Anyway, so let's keep going here. Where were we? Oh yeah, Dogecoin up 10%, Cardano up 8%. I'll focus on the stuff that's really. Zcash up another 17% on the day. God damn, they just don't go down. Litecoin up 16%. AVAX up 10%. Why is Litecoin up 16%? Ex-girlfriend of mine used to just mine Litecoin, not even for the coins. She just used it as a space heater. I was like, that is hysterical. Miss that gal. Sheeb up 11%. Polkadot up 17%. ICP up 20%. Uniswap up 11%. Near Protocol up 25%. Ethereum Classic up 19%. Pepe up 10%. Aptos up 10%. Aster close up 9%. Filecoin up 43%. What the heck is Filecoin doing? Up 43% on the day, 100% over the last week. Ondo up 11%. Polygon Matic up 10%. Good for you, Polygon, being number 69. Arbitrum up 11%. Algo up 13%. Trump falling to the number 77 crypto out there right now. VeChain up 14%. Atom up 13%. Pump Fund up 10%. Don't you want me like I want you? IP up 16%. Render up 20%. And Dash down 15%. Damn, Dash. Okay, let's move on. So we did that. We did the DACAT. Let's do Shiro. Also, shout out to Hero from the Shiro community that his birthday was 2 days ago. And shout out to All Dolled Up from Sharby, whose birthday is today. I love those people. Shiro up 6% on the day, getting that bread up to 2.4, almost $2.5 million market cap, $446,000 in volume. This is the first day in a while where they're under $500,000 in volume. Oh my God, my freaking back. I've lost the ability to do certain ab workouts, which sucks because that's the one place I really, really need it because I'm fat. But my goal is to not be fat by next week. My goal is to suck a bunch of weight in 5 days. And even on that 5th day, because today's pretty much over, right? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Really 4 days until I leave for Arizona because I leave on that Wednesday on the 5th day. But that day I plan to go hiking and I'm just gonna get that bread. Do a lot of cardio, lose a bunch of weight, so that this way I can be nice and a little less chunky for Vegas, and everyone will not have to look at someone who is so super chunky, and they will look at someone that is less chunky. Okay, so that's Shiro. Can't wait for them to be on VeVe. They're at Blockchain Future Conference as well. I think Eric Trump was there today, doing a couple interviews. What we got? The cat. We did the cat. Oh, we got to do Definity. See what they're up to today. Don't you want me like I want you? Oh, Definity is up 8, almost 9% on the day. $2.7 million market cap. 1.7 cents. It's still freakishly low. And I've said before that I'm going to want to. My back. Oh, my other back. That I'm going to want to take profits of one and put it into the other because not all of them will run at the same time. As of right now, Definity is the one that's, well, OMI's down the most since I bought it, but in the recent month, actually in the recent month, OMI's still down. So the only thing that's honestly, everything's still down. But in the recent couple of days, DEVVE's gone from 25 cents to 39. And that's better than I think most of, although last couple of days, OMI was down to like 109. So picture 1-1. Not up 50%, but maybe like 30%, which is fine. I'll take it. I'm not going to take profits out of DEVVE or OMI anytime soon. DEVVE reaches $1. Maybe I'll take a little bit. Maybe I'll take like $1,000 and I'll swap it into Definity. When would DEVVE do that? Your guess is as good as mine. It might take a little bit. I would say, well, I mean, when they had that announcement today and I saw NASDAQ in there, I was like, oh my God, it's NASDAQ. But it was just like, oh, DevStream that's listed on NASDAQ is doing this deal. I was like, oh, okay, that's it. But yeah, I would say 6 weeks, I think we have. And this is my own estimation. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, in 6 weeks, it'll be December 19th. I think that's the day I joined the military. 12 years ago on that day. It's wild. 4 days after my birthday. My birthday's on the 15th. Meow, meow, meow. And I think probably that week of the 15th. That'd be a great birthday present if they were to announce what exchange partner they have. But we have no idea, right? We have we have no idea what partner, and we have no idea when. They might not do it till December 31st. They might not do it till next year. or they could literally announce, like, I thought they had announced it today, and I was like, oh, I was in the gym, I was doing shoulders, and I was like, oh shoot, and then everyone's like, I was like, never mind. So that's what happened there. Gave my Prey 2's out today. Oh, I gotta freaking try to watch that. Ralphie's heartworm. Oh, I had to give my dog his heartworm meds today, which he took. Oh, I gotta get toothpaste and egg whites because I ran out of toothpaste last night, and egg whites because I go through that like nothing. So that's Definity on the day. $1,200 in volume, not bad. $101,000 in liquidity, and we have done the crypto event stuff for the day. Now let's go to. Let me just check the Comey one last time. Yeah, 144. Now let's go to some of the news that we have from yesterday. Tom Lee's Bitmine has bought 40,718 Ethereum worth $137 million yesterday. That's insane. And a total of 227 billion has been added to the crypto market in the last couple of days as of November 6th at 4:43 a.m. The Treasury just bought back $2 trillion of its own debt. I'm sorry, $2 billion of its own debt. My fault. BlackRock has just moved 4,562 Bitcoin worth $480 million to Coinbase. That was, again, as of November 6th, 7:35 a.m. Josh Mandel says it would take an extraordinary confluence of events to bring about what I'm describing, but I've seen it happen before. Coincidentally, it's the one-year anniversary of Trump's presidency, and they seem to have kept any potential celebration quiet. Perhaps that's the art of the deal. My bet would be a combination of IBIT and MicroStrategy as vehicles for government investment. The sidestep stock ownership, STRC, would be the perfect fit, potentially bypassing disclosure requirements. Here's a dream scenario for MSTR's rating. The Treasury sends U.S. Treasuries to MicroStrategy, which they use to defease the back STRC issuance. They essentially bypass ways and means by issuing a bond to purchase a distressed B- U.S. companies' assets deemed vital to national interests. Meanwhile, I won't know any of it because the Hornet Man has me blocked. It's hysterical. The Sydney Sweeney death stares are just too good. Is that so? I know Sydney Sweeney was interviewed by GQ recently, and one of the things on there, well, one, she confirmed that she's single. So Sydney Sweeney, if you're wanting to go on a date, let me know, and I'll fly to wherever you are, or fly you out to Ohio, because believe it or not, there's some pretty awesome things in Ohio. And despite the fact that that it's cold here, still find a good time. It's been 60-something degrees last couple days, 50 degrees today. Anyway, yeah, so just wait if you're out there, I'll go. We'll have I guarantee you'll have a good time. And if apparently you're a hopeless romantic, same as me, and we'll try it. And if it works, great. If not, no big deal. Yeah, she was asked about the American Eagle genes because she's got good genes, and she looked just so done with the conversation. She's like, when I want to talk about something, I'll talk about it. Like, I assume she's gotten asked this multiple times over. Yo, Sydney Sweeney, have a good day. Just come on the podcast. That would be great. That would be awesome. Did I really just say like, nah, forget the date. Just come on the podcast. It'll be fine. Either or would be okay with me. What would I rather have? Like, what are the odds that you're going to meet? Like, what are the odds that the person that's like right for you is going to be like this big superstar? Relationships and dates are well, I wouldn't say pointless. Most dates, I'm going to say, are pointless in the fact that they either don't go anywhere, or they go into maybe dating that doesn't go anywhere, or they go into a relationship that also doesn't go anywhere, or even if it does and it goes to marriage or whatever, and it ends horribly in divorce. And it's just, I feel like dates are temporary, but podcasts are forever. And yeah, I don't know. I would, if I had the choice. Well, I guess if I wowed her enough, she would eventually be a guest on the podcast. But that's a lot. I don't know. I feel like she likes white guys. But anyway, Let's move on here. Where were we? Oh, yes, yes. Dear Man says, thank you, VeVe Official, for making me a collector again. I lost everything in a wildfire, and I thought it was pointless to collect nostalgia. I've healed since that horrible day and enjoy collecting digital collectibles that cannot be burnt. For information, I'm the biggest Star Wars poster holder. Let's freaking go, Beer Man. Cheers to that, mate. Oh, yeah. Bill Gardner is proud to have finally reached 3,000 Tier 1 jewels over on Earth 2 for each color on the side, bringing me to 27,000 Tier 1 jewels total with those on properties. Bro, that's insane. That is absolutely bananas. Jewels no longer spawn in about a week. I think in about 6 days, give or take. Damn, that is bananas. Good for you, Bill Gardner. Good for you. Just in, White House official Greer says that U.S. has many levers to use with China, but wants stability. Again, that was as of 8:30 a.m. yesterday. Oh, my friend. JP Morgan says Bitcoin could reach 170,000 over the next 6 to 12 months. Robinhood is considering buying Bitcoin for its balance sheet. I'm surprised they don't have that already. At least, yeah. Double yeah. Kraken unlocks crypto collateral for derivatives across the European Union. MicroStrategy proposes the Euro STRE share offering to fund future Bitcoin buys. FTX withdraws a motion to seek limit repayments in China, Russia, and other restructured jurisdictions. Bitcoin Treasury from Saquon sold 970 Bitcoin to retire half of its convertible debt. Winklevoss-founded crypto exchange Gemini is preparing to offer prediction market contracts. Ripple announces $500 million investment led by Fortress and Citadel Securities, valuing the company at $40 billion. Curtis M. Cooper says, good evening. Sometimes when it says that I have a new comment, it doesn't show down at the bottom. It shows up top, which is what yours is doing, Mr. Curtis M. Cooper. Good evening. I hope you're... I'm saying good evening like, what's his name from The Mummy Returns? You know, like Ahmed Jai. That dude. Anyway, Curtis M. Cooper, how much OMI at now? We should get you on the podcast to discuss, because there's a lot of people buying out there. Crypto mining stocks deliver triple-digit gains, beating Bitcoin amid AI infrastructure shift. Robinhood doubles revenue as it beats third quarter earnings expectations. Damn. Franklin Templeton debuts Hong Kong's first tokenized fund under a new AI-driven fintech plan. There's a lot of craziness out there. Oh, my back. Oh, my other back. The trend of government sponsorship in Bitcoin mining is growing. Tether's Hadron Bitfinex securities to tokenize assets with ETF issuer Crane shares. Then you have Samurai Wallet developer sentenced to 5 years in prison for unlicensed money transmitting. Oh, 5 years. That is a long time, my guy. That is 1 more year longer than I was in the military. Like, Jesus, man. Oh. Google partners with crypto prediction platform Polymarket to integrate directly into search. Fed's Moran has said that he expects another rate cut in December. You don't say. I think we do say. I think we get it. Federal Reserve Governor Steve Moran says he expects another rate cut in December. Yep. President Trump says he has a backup plan if the Supreme Court rules against his tariffs. Wonder what that is. Cryptoys announcing that they're on Abstract Chain. Abstract Chain has 621,000 followers. Luca Netz, which is all about him, 231,000 followers. He's been big champion of this. The Abstract ecosystem, 312,000 followers. Everyone's going crazy over it. I can't wait to see what they do. Abstract says we really got Disney on Abstract before GTA 6. They did. PP McGee, community lead on Pudgy, 59,000 followers, saying they put the mouse on the green chain. They did. Pudgy Penguins, be advised, has 713,000 followers, and they said, yo, this seems big. I believe that they have some involvement with this. I don't know what yet. And Trump said there are no new tariff announcements coming. Thank God. Thank God, Mr. President, because I can't take it anymore. Dwayne Roberts, the inventor of the frozen burrito, makes him eligible for sainthood in my book. He has now died at 88 years old. Godspeed, sir. Inventor of the frozen burrito. You have changed my heart. Literally. Probably going to die. $10 trillion Charles Schwab will start offering Bitcoin trading services in the first half of 2026. Hella bullish for Bitcoin and just crypto in general. $700 billion was wiped out from the stock market yesterday. It was wild to see. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong says that trading hours in markets that close are outdated. Tokenized assets will be better for everyone with instant settlement and 24/7 availability. In comes DEVVE at some point. Just looked at the Fidelity. Yep. Crypto down bad recently. We'll go back up soon. We hope. Sleep in Comics has a really good idea, saying, "Hey, VeVe official David Yu, why not offer a VeVe starter pack? Choose a theme: Marvel, Disney, Star Wars. You get, get next 2 theme drops. You get a comic. Get 10,000 OMI on Stacker, which introduces OMI, all for just $29. Just some ideas. I think this would be great. 10,000 OMI is enough to buy one of those $1 comics, which is really cool. And again, I think this is a subscription model. And again, so there are games out there like free to play, pay to win. I think having everyone, if they choose to KYC, to get 10,000 OMI, you're just giving them $1 is fine, and maybe 50,000. Like give them like $5 worth of OMI. Maybe that's too much. Let's say like $2 worth of OMI when they sign up. Yeah. So again, my friend Jin got hacked, and I have to. Yep. Do not open anything from Jin Tokens on X, my regular account. Do not click any links. They've taken over my X account, and it was a virus through your computer. Like that for a couple of hours. Ugh. Okay, Jin RVE is her new. That's her new account. Okay, so Jin RVE is her new account. Following new account. Let's get her some. Okay, thanks for letting us know. This way people know to follow her because she's awesome and I love her. Okay. What were we talking about here? Yeah, so incentivizing people to come in, which they don't, I don't want to say that they don't need, because they have another 210 people. 210 people made their first purchase this week. And it's like, okay, what do we have the week before? Like we had 179 the week before. So we had 210 people make their first purchase this week on VeVe. And then we had 179 the week before. And then what did we have the week prior to that? 130, like it's always constantly over 100. And it looks very, very good. On top of that, you had 685 people purchase something based on a promotional code. And then you had, last time we took a look at this, from October 21st to October 30th, we had between 700, I'd say like 720, 730 active daily users on any given day. maybe upwards towards like 740 or 750 if we take out October 29th. Because October 29th, you had 399 active daily users, and that's nothing. It's like, okay, Travis, why would you take that, cherry pick that piece of data and throw that one away? Because that's the day that AWS went down, so that probably shouldn't count. I think most people would agree with me on that. And in that time, from October 21st to October 30th, we didn't have any day with over 1,000 users. Actually, we haven't had a day where we had over 1,000 users since October 10th, where we had 1,051 users. And before that, like, we had one day the entire month of October, we had over 1,000 users. And before then, it was September 21st. And then we had a bunch of active users from the 16th to the 18th of, but again, it was just a lot. But finally, oh, okay, no, I'm sorry. We had 1,285 users on October 31st. Heckin' sweet. 1,285 users. So we actually had two days in October where we had over 1,000, and one we had like almost 1,300. So I'm pretty happy with that. The average, again, if you exclude October 29th, where AWS was down, you're averaging like 750 plus, maybe like 770. So yeah, it's a pretty exciting to see. I'm very happy about it. So when I talk about Sleepin's, oh God, where are we here? When I talk about Sleepin's packages, if you have 200 people signing up already, like per week, it's like, okay, if you do $5 to each of them, that's just an extra $1,000 you have to give out. It's like, okay, I get that. Maybe $2, $400, now I get it. If you get, it's $2. If you get 10,000 new users, get about 20K, but think of how much money you'd be making. That 20K is probably worth it. Or even if it's just $1 worth of OMI. I mean, and do it from the business development wall. Do it whatever. Like if it's $1, what are people going to cash out that $1? No, they're probably just going to go and use it for $1 comment. It would be my guess. And once that's done, and then they know how to do it, because again, it's one thing if you're like playing with your money and it's like, I lost it, but if you're like playing with like house money, somebody else's money, then it's like, all right, if I mess this up and I lose it, no big deal. But at least you get to have that learning experience. So even if they don't do that, again, that's just for like starting. They could have a type of starter pack like Sleepin's talking about and say, yeah, we could go in and have a subscription model where if you have like a Marvel thing, you pay $50 a month and you get, like 3 Marvel drops. And you get to choose which ones. I think that's, now it's like, oh, well, what happens if they don't have 3 Marvel drops? That, okay, well then you use it or don't, it doesn't roll over. Use it or lose it. Yeah, just I don't think it'd be fair because you shouldn't be able to stack them. That would be a lot. Thanks for letting us know. Double says, I don't know, I bought a few million yesterday. Hashtag cannot lose. Talking about OMI. Let me put in $ OMI to the moon. Yeah, a bunch of people be buying a bit of OMI here. Oh, nice. Who dis? Give me one sec. Let's say I need to feel okay. Gotta let a wifey. Oh God. And the Bears game. Cool beans. When did the Bears play? I don't know football. I mean, I know football enough. Okay, they're on Sunday. Okay. I know football enough to know that after the Jets' first and only win this year, they trade their best players, and it's like, bro, like, it's like they're trying to lose. There's okay. Sunday night works. Gonna have Believes Crypto on Sunday night. Yeah, Sunday night should be fine. Cool beans. When did the... Okay, that's fine. Let me put this in the calendar. Leave stream around 8. News, meow, 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 meow. I'll just have them on the whole show. Subscription models are great. You get guaranteed money on the first of every month. Again, it's perfect. I really hope they do something like that. Polymarket. I think you should post. Yep. Not selling. Tesla shareholders have approved Elon Musk's $1 trillion package. I have to go in and take a look at. I want to read something here that I had shared from Elon. You have a guy named Senator Roland Gutierrez. I had no idea who this person is, saying Elon Musk wants to become a trillionaire off the backs of American taxpayers while we are struggling just to pay for groceries. So he got community noted, saying Elon Musk compensation from Tesla is an all-or-nothing performance-based package consisting entirely of stock options with no salary or cash bonuses. He makes $0 unless Tesla achieves extraordinary value based solely on time-bound performance milestones. Elon Musk responds as, "You are a taker, not a maker. All you've done your whole life is take from the makers of the world. The zero-sum mindset you have is at the root of so much evil. Once you realize that civilization is not a zero-sum game and that it's about making far more than one consumes, then it becomes obvious that the path to prosperity for all is just let the makers make. Regarding Tesla, the reality is I have been given nothing. However, if I lead Tesla to become the most valuable company in the world by far, and it stays that way for 5 years, shareholders voted to award me 12% of what is built. Anyone who wants to come along for the ride can buy Tesla stock. If Tesla merely becomes a $1.999 trillion company, I get nothing. This is a great deal for shareholders, which is why they voted so overwhelmingly to approve this, for which I am immensely grateful. And they did so by a margin far more than you won your political seat." Oh! Elon for president! Also, Tesla employs thousands of people, has brought manufacturing back to America, and is decarbonizing the world, and pays out tens of billions of dollars in wages every single year. Insane. I feel like Senator Roland Gutierrez jimmies have been rustled because he doesn't seem to know. Either he does know and he's just trying to make Elon look bad poorly, or he's just uninformed and uneducated about it. Either way, I feel like winners tend to focus on winning and losers tend to focus on winners. Anyway, you have Trump saying the deal is close to reopen the U.S. government as per Politico. So I know something might crack in the next couple of days. We have Derek Snook saying so much price action at Candy Digital right now. Some people raising prices and some people still dumping. Paul Skeens, it's a great name, fits my super scarce rookie hype. He isn't on Panini America or anywhere else. And since this is his CY Cy Young year, I had to take this. At $17, it's 47x to what I bought the Lego for at $800, which I traded as part of the Ohtani Lego and is now listed at $3,000. And pretty sure 3,000 is still a fraction of his physical comparison. Fair point. Maybe Candy and their sports go to Dapper Labs, but maybe Candy's other licenses come to VeVe. That would be nice. Very good. Marinople says Democrats block bill to cut Congress pay during shutdowns. Senator Rick Scott's push to cut congressional pay during shutdowns just got shot down. His bill would have stopped lawmakers from collecting paychecks while federal workers go unpaid, but Senate Democrats blocked it, keeping their own salaries intact even if the government stalls. Scott called it proof that they care more about their own paychecks than the people actually impacted. Agreed. Google is going to roll out Polymarket and Kalshi prediction markets data in search results. Let's go. Monthly Ethereum stablecoin volume hits record $2.8 trillion in October, and Jack Dorsey's block sees nearly $2 billion in Bitcoin revenue in Q3, nearly 1/3 of its total revenues. Jack Dorsey's a smart man. Trump says, I had a great call between Prime Minister Netanyahu of Israel and President Qasim of Kazakhstan. Kazakhstan is the first country of my second term to join the Abraham Accords, the first of many. This is a major step forward in building bridges across the world. Today, more nations are lining up to embrace peace and prosperity through the Abraham Accords. We will soon announce a signing ceremony to make it official, and there are more countries trying to join this club of strength. So much more to come in uniting countries for stability and growth, real progress, real results. Blessed are peacemakers. Fans are great. Shout out from Elmon. What do we have here? You can now collect Lamborghini digital collectibles on Stacker, which is amazing. I love that. Oh my gosh. Why does my back hurt so much? I know why. Okay. President Trump announces a $100 billion trade deal with Uzbekistan. I just farted. I'm so sorry. Oh God, I farted again. What is in this protein shake? I've had a lot of protein today. Let me go to my notes here. Would this have 40? Let's say 40 grams. So we're at 185 grams of protein. Let's say it's 250, so we're at 1,600 calories. Oh, I want to get a little more calories and definitely a little more protein. What time is it? Now, 2,100 hours. Okay. I've eaten a total of 3 times today. Excuse me, and I think that's fine. Oh, apparently Abstract Chain is owned by Igloo Inc., the parent company of the Pudgy Penguin NFT project. The blockchain was developed by Igloo Inc., which acquired the team behind the Layer 2 project frame to build Abstract. Thank you, Brendan Babcock, for the info. Gold Elegant says, OMI has outperformed Toshi the last 24 hours. I wonder if Anderson's feeling great or is feeling the regret. I don't know. I can't say I give much thought to what he does or his feelings. So I would say you probably got to ask him if you want to know. Like that song, you, how to know. I don't know the name of that song, but it's really good. I don't know if you can hear my dog yelling in the background. He likes attention and he hasn't gotten attention yet. A16Z crypto, the state of crypto of 2025, the year crypto went mainstream. This is the year the world came on-chain. When we launched our first State of the Crypto report, the industry was still in its adolescence. The crypto market was worth about half what it is today. Blockchains were much slower, more expensive, and less reliable. In the last 3 years, crypto builders weathered a major market drawdown and political uncertainty, but continued to make significant infrastructure improvements and other advancements. Those efforts bring us today a moment when crypto is becoming a meaningful part of the modern economy. The story of crypto in 2025 is one of industry maturation. In short, crypto grew up. Traditional finance incumbents like Visa, BlackRock, Fidelity, and JPMorgan Chase, and tech-native challengers like PayPal, Stripe, and Robinhood are offering or launching crypto products. Blockchain now processes over 3,400 transactions per second, 100x growth in the last 5 years. Stablecoins power $46 trillion, a $9 trillion adjusted, in annual transactions rivaling Visa and PayPal. Over 175 billion sits in Bitcoin and Ethereum exchange-traded products. What happens when everyone wants to use DEVVE because they are the fastest blockchain ever? I can't. I want more. I finally have. I met my goal of. Here's the thing. I set out some crypto goals, and for the most part, I accomplished them. Over 300 million OMI, 100,000 DEVVE, way too much Definity, and the cat's looking fine too. But I kind of want to enjoy life a little bit more. I've had a couple relationships the last year and a half, like kind of fizzle out because I too busy working. I feel like there was one that I probably would have married. And now, for better or worse, obviously it happened, and I don't know if I necessarily regret how it turned out because, always someone better, right? But yeah, I just kind of want to focus on me for a little bit. Now, when I say me, really mostly DeCat, because that's my baby. That's my project. VeVe doesn't need me. Definity, Devi, like anything that I talk about don't need me. But DeCat is my child, and I'm going to raise it to grow up big and strong. And I would very much like the time to work on that. So that's what I'm doing, along with trying to perfect. All right, sweet. Sunday night, Believes Crypto is coming on at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for letting us know. Thank you. Thank you. Sticker hot. You're getting me hot, Cherie. I want what you got all over me. And isn't my love strong enough? The crypto market is big, global, and growing. Financial institutions have embraced crypto. Stablecoins went mainstream. Crypto is stronger than ever in the US. The world is going on chain. Blockchain infrastructure is almost ready for prime time, and crypto and AI are converging. The market is big, global, and growing. In 2025, the total crypto market cap crossed the $4 trillion threshold a couple of times, marking the industry's broad progress. The number of crypto mobile wallet users also reached all-time highs, up 20% from last year. The shift from hostile regulatory environment to a much more supportive one, alongside accelerating adoption of these technologies, from stablecoins to the tokenization of traditional financial assets to other emerging use cases, will define the next cycle. We estimate that there are roughly 40 to 70 million active crypto users, an increase of about 10 million over the last year per our own analysis based on an update to this methodology. This is a fraction of the estimated 716 million people who own crypto, up 16% from last year. It's also a fraction of the approximately 181 million monthly active addresses on chain, down 18% from last year. The gap between passive crypto holders, people who own crypto but don't transact on chain, and active users, or people who transact on chain regularly, represents an opportunity for crypto builders to reach more potential users who already own crypto. Oh my God, I am out. What do I do? Egg whites? Egg whites sound good. And maybe a piece of bread. No, I'm fat. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it. Oh my God, I feel like a crackhead. So where are these crypto users and what are they doing? Crypto is a global, but different parts of the world appear to use it in different ways. Mobile wallet usage, an indicator of on-chain activity, is growing fastest in emerging markets like Argentina, Colombia, India, and Nigeria. In particular, Argentina has seen a 16x increase in crypto mobile wallet usage over the last 3 years amid an escalating currency crisis. Meanwhile, indicators of interest in tokens skew more toward developed nations, as our analysis of the geographic sources of token-related web traffic shows. Activity in these countries, particularly Australia and South Korea, may be more focused on trading and speculating compared to user behaviors in developing countries. Bitcoin, which still represents more than half of crypto's total market cap, hit an all-time high above 126K earlier this year, as it gained traction among investors as a store of value. Meanwhile, Ethereum and Solana recovered much of their post-2022 drawdowns before it took another dump. As blockchains continue to scale, as fee markets mature, and as new applications emerge, certain metrics are becoming more important. One of these is real economic value, a measure of how much people are actually paying to use blockchains. Hyperliquid and Solana account for 53% of revenue-generating economic activity today, a significant departure from the dominance of Bitcoin and Ethereum in previous years. There are two other things that I took a look at today. One is Santa. Which is down 23% today. So I'm not going to lie. I probably I caught the top on this. I don't know when I bought it. It's clearly not doing great here. But it's a $3 million market cap, 300,000. I put like $100 into it, which I assume now is like $80. It seems like it's ready for Christmas. They want to be $100 million market cap by Christmas. Cool, 30x. And who knows? People might go crazy for it. We'll see. Another one that I decided to just have put some play money into is Momo the cat, because so Momo the cat has been $1 million market cap before. It has $484,000 market cap now, but they have They have hundreds of thousands of they have more TikTok followers than they do market cap right now. If all of their TikTok followers just put in like $1 at the same time, it would go nuts. I think that has the potential to go absolutely insane. So like, what's $100? You know, it goes 20x. Cool, make a couple grand. Same thing with Santa. I think Momo has probably more potential, although Santa's got some meme ability. I don't know. They could both go to zero, like at any moment's notice. But again, just having fun. Let's have some fun. This beat is thick. I want to take a ride on a disco. Who's that other one? Akon. Yeah, Akon. Love his songs. Let's move it on here. Tether has bought 961 Bitcoin worth $98.9 million for its treasury. Kathy Woods, ARK Invest, and Fidelity have bought another $122 million worth of Bitcoin. It's insane. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Advertises. Okay, very good. Very good. DEVVE's awesome. And yeah, that's going to be it for me today. Yeah, that'll be it for me today. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. And everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I can't wait to see y'all in Vegas next week. My life is the party. My home is the club. And party like a rock star. Dance until we drop my life.